Hey guys, it's Dylan with the Random Firearm. I know it's been such a long time since I made a video for the Random Firearm. It's all been about cars, abandoned cars, restoring my Torino, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I'm back, and much like the last Torino time video where there's a helicopter flying above, there's a plane flying overhead. Doesn't matter. Welcome to the Random Firearm. All right guys, so this time I'm bringing out my SCCY CPX2. I know you've seen it in plenty of videos before. You've probably seen the torture test video. You've probably seen the videos of my personal SCCY CPX2 with the guide rod and all that stuff, but it's back again, this time for a bit of a real life test. Now, when I did my extreme torture test video, a lot of you guys were like, oh, this isn't realistic, blah, 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 all that stuff. Well, yeah, it was meant to be fun. It was meant to just be funny and see what could happen with the sky, and I was surprised at how much it actually made it through. Now, this is a bit of a more realistic test. My personal SCCY CPX2, which I carry quite frequently in my pocket, I clean about every other month, even if I don't fire it, just to keep all the dirt, dust, and grime out of it. Recently, I have not. It's gotten very dirty, it's gotten rusty, it's gotten dusty, it's kind of a mess. And the ammunition inside of it, 147 grain Hornady critical defense, also has been in it for quite a long time. Now, when I did clean it, and I did take the ammo out of it, I handled it, and the oils and sweat on my hands are very acidic, and pretty much everything I touch will turn rusty and grimy. So this is a bit of an ammunition test, and a bit of a SCCY durability test. Now, when I did my extreme SCCY CPX2 pocket lint test, I pretty much emptied a vacuum cleaner. Well, I did empty a vacuum cleaner inside of the SCCY CPX2, and it worked flawlessly. This actually doesn't look too far off from how it did in the vacuum video, minus the hair sticking out of the chamber. So I don't foresee it having any issues. Now, the ammo, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. The cases actually kind of look a little cracked. The ammo's definitely tarnished, but it should work. Now, this ammunition is plus P. SCCY does not recommend firing extreme amounts of plus P ammunition through your CPX2. If you have one of the original CPX2s, it pretty much says don't use it at all. For the newer CPX2s, you're allowed to use it in limited quantities. Now, I've never shot plus P ammunition out of this SCCY CPX2 before, so the limited quantities should not be an issue. Now, I'm also wearing my traction grip shirt. It's because I'm just amazed at how well these traction grips are holding up in the SCCY CPX2. It has just been amazing. These have been on my SCCY CPX2 for years, and it's just thrown in my pocket. It gets sweaty, it gets heated up, all this stuff, and it's still holding on just fine. A little bit peeling off near the bottom, but after all it's been through, and after I didn't even do the heat treatment when I put it on, and it's holding up this well. Huge shout out to Traction Grips for making such a fantastic product, and these are cheap, 8 to 10 bucks. Depending on the model, and the feel and the grip that you get in your hands with this little piece of rubber that takes not too long to install at all, amazing. And I wasn't paid to say that or anything. I just really love the traction grips on the SCCY CPX2. And after years of it being on here and months and months and months and months and months of neglect and pocket use and all this stuff, and it's still holding up, fantastic product. Get yourself over the traction grips. They make stuff not just with SCCY CPX2, but all kinds of different handguns. Fantastic product. You will not regret purchasing your traction grips. But anyway, that's enough of that. As you can hear, it's range time. So let's head out to the range. I'm only gonna fire 10 or 11 rounds. I don't even remember what I have loaded up in this. It might be 10 plus 1. That's how infrequently I have paid attention to the SCCY CPX2. Hopefully it will work just fine. If not, then if I was in a situation where my life depended on, I would not be in a good situation. So let's head off to the range, fire quick 11 shots, or 10. It's a little busy right there, so I'm pretty much just gonna go in there, shoot, and come back out, and hopefully I don't run into any issues with the SCCY CPX2 and the 147 grain Hornady critical defense. I'll try to do my best to separate the issues if there are issues. What was a firearm malfunction, what was an ammunition malfunction, but hopefully I'm hoping that all 10 or 11 rounds fire flawlessly, and I'm pretty sure they will, but this is a real world test. This isn't a made up extreme one that I did for the previous testing. This is an actual situation of neglected ammo and neglected firearm. Let's see what happens. Side note guys, I'm going to my favorite range, East Orange Shooting Sports, located in Central Florida. They do not condone firing a firearm in this condition, nor does SCCY. So please make sure your firearms are well maintained at all times. Please make sure your ammunition is in good working order and free of, well, pretty much don't fire ammunition that looks like this. Again, do at your own risk. Eastern Shooting Sports and Sky will not condone firing a firearm in this condition, so you should not. But I'm doing it so you don't have to. All right, guys, I'm at my favorite range, Eastern Shooting Sports. Let's get this test going. A quick 11 rounds, I did count, and hopefully we have no malfunctions. So let's get it going and see what happens. A lot of dust flew out of that one. Zero problems except for quite a bit of dust flying out. Functioned flawlessly. Accuracy was just fine. First 2 rounds went very left. That was probably just me. Again, plus P. I'm not used to firing plus P out of this, but it worked just fine. All right, guys, so there you have it. Just like I thought, the Hornady Critical Defense, 147 grain hollow point ammunition, and the SCCY CPX2 after months of neglect fired flawlessly, no issues whatsoever, except some dust flying up in my face. Now, the first 3 rounds did go off to the left, probably more than I'd like, but that could just be me. I don't think that was the condition of the firearm, so I'm not used to firing 147 grain ammunition out of the SCCY CPX2, so who knows? I know those 3 shots could have meant the difference between life and death if I was in a situation where life and death was an issue. Thankfully, I was not. I was just at the range. So I'm thinking it was just me, because I did not see any malfunctions whatsoever. They both, as I thought, were flawless in the testing. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you want to see more information about this test and the other things we do on the Random Firearm, head over to the randomfirearm.com, link in the description. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for some exclusive content about what's going to be happening next. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the future upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.